Hi friends! Oh my goodness. Wow. Hi. It's me. It's me. I know I've been gone for quite some time, but we're just gonna hop right back into it like I was never gone. But I am currently in the process of setting up a personal rings planner right now, because my whole life has been in shambles lately and I have not had a consistent planning system. And Monique has talked to me and convinced me to get back into my system. So here I am. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm filming a video and I'm getting this new planner set up. So yeah, and I figured, well, I'm doing that. Like, why, putting together this new planner, why not film it? And kind of give like a little bit of a brief life update while you guys watch me update the planner. So anyways, I am currently in like back planning August inside of my personal rings. I do have it inside of my Hobonichi, which has taken the back burner. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So let's see, where do I even begin? This whole like little hiatus and everything was seriously not even like, wasn't even planned or anything, just kind of happened. I had a lot going on the past few months, like literally a lot. I believe my last update, I just told you guys that, my husband had gotten surgery, and then it was just like appointments and appointments leading up to the surgery. And then from the surgery, it was like my mom came, and then my sister came, or my mom and my sister both came together, and then they were with us for like almost 3 weeks. And then my sister decided to stay because she had an open-ended ticket, and then she stayed with me. And then my husband got a job offer, and we ended up packing and leaving Texas back to Arizona. So we are no longer in Austin, Texas. I know, sad day. Dalton is playing in the background over there. He's playing with his monster trucks and everything, so that's everything that you're gonna hear. But yeah, we are no longer in Texas, in Austin, Texas. We are now back in Arizona. Sorry, there's like a shadow going on. I have like this Halloween chandelier that my husband hung up for me, so that's what like this whole shadowing thing is going on. But yeah, so that is basically what happened. We left over there we left Texas, and we've been here in Arizona now for, I believe, like 7 weeks now. So like almost 2 months. We're coming up almost on the 2-month mark. It was definitely very, very bittersweet and sad leaving Texas because, like you get into the routine, you get into all these different things, these new places we've explored, and just the place we live and the area. We absolutely love the area that we lived in. Like, honestly, that was like the best thing ever, was the area that we lived in. It was just amazing. Like, and I honestly get super sad when I talk about, the area that we lived in. I get honestly choked up when I talk about Texas in general, because it was a wonderful place for us to live at, for like the past, year, like a little over a year. But it was the reason why I guess we moved back is because after my husband's surgery, like it was like during the surgery, like the process of getting his surgery done, it was just kind of scary. Like the thought of, sorry, I messed up right now, but the thought of us like literally being like by ourselves out there, because all of our family is here back in Arizona. So it was just kind of scary that, we went through that, like, and thankfully, my mom was able to, she was originally going to come in May, but I had asked her, like, Mom, can you reschedule your plane ticket, because you wanted to bring my sister. And I'm like, why don't you just reschedule it to the middle of June? And she was like, oh, okay. And originally at that time, the reason why she was coming was just to come visit. And we were also supposed to switch apartments and move to a different apartment, but it ended up not happening. So hang on, honey. Yes. No, we're not gonna go anywhere, honey. I don't think so. Daddy has to grill some steaks though, outside. Okay, so yeah, so I don't even know. Like, I feel like I'm just confusing myself at this point. And confusing you guys. But yeah, so my mom was able to come out, and it just so happened that, you know, we were able to get my husband's surgery scheduled during the time that my mom and sister came out, because, you know, we got very, very lucky. We got very lucky with that because, you know, it was like, we asked the doctor, like, you know, am I able to take Dalton in with me, like, when we take my husband? And, you know, he was going to be, like, in the ICU after surgery and all this and that. And then who was going to watch Dalton? So, thankfully, you know, we got very, very lucky that my mom, you know, rescheduled to the time that she did. And we were able to get the surgery booked in the time that she was coming. And so, yeah, so after that, I think it was just like the realization of like, wow, like if something does happen, you know, like, you know, knock on wood, and this is my wood table here. But, you know, like it was just kind of a scary thought that, you know, like, wow, we're really like truly alone out here. You know, we don't have no help. We don't have nobody. And especially for like, you know, that surgery and everything for my husband, it was just kind of like a scary realization moment. And I think that's really what was my husband's determination to come back, to be closer to family. And also, you know, Dalton is at that age now where he's older, and he's wondering, you know, like, when's grandma coming? You know, he asked about all his aunties and uncles and like all his grandmas and stuff. So it was just time for us to come home. And you know, we're super, super happy that we did. We absolutely love being around family. And we're just so happy to be home and settled inside of our new place. And it's just nice. It's nice to be home. So we are officially home back in Arizona. It was definitely a very, very stressful, like, just the past, since I guess the middle of April. It's just been, you know, like I said, appointment after appointments, and then my husband's surgery, and then my mom coming, and then she left, and then my sister stayed, and then my husband accepted a new job, and then we had to pack and then move all the way 2 states over. So it was just a lot. And I feel like I'm finally settling into our new place here, the area we're living in. And now I can finally, you know, get back into my planner routine and film videos and stuff like that without feeling frazzled and overwhelmed by everything. So yeah, that is basically my whole life update. I don't know, like, obviously you guys can skip over that whole thing or mute me or whatever if you guys don't want to listen to me talk about, you know, my personal life. But it's real life, you know, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody where I've been, because I feel like I've established this relationship with everybody here. And I don't know, it just feels like, it always feels like I'm sitting down and I'm talking it out with, you know, my friends and everything. So it's just nice to be able to fill you guys in on, you know, my life or our life and stuff like that. And I know you guys love hearing about Dalton and, you know, just hearing just me in general. So I just wanted to come on here and just, you know, update you guys about everything. But yeah, so now I'm basically caught up inside of my monthly planners. I guess we can kind of like move on now, because that's kind of like the end of my whole entire story, like, of where I've been. Let me just show you guys, like, starting back in April. See, it was just like we had annual physicals, and then from there my husband had follow-ups, then he had dental, and then he had an ultrasound, and then it was like MRI, following up with his PCP. He had a video chat. Like, it was just go, go, go. And then he had surgery clearance. He had to do a chest x-ray. My mom came during that time. MRI, surgery. He got discharged. He was off for a couple of weeks. He had a 2-week follow-up. He finally went back to work. And then it was like we had eye appointments, and then my husband accepted his job, and it was like boom, packing. So he was barely back at work, like not even like 2 weeks, and he accepted a new job, and we got into the whole process of moving. And then on top of that, my aunt had a baby. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for her. She had, oh sorry, it's the camera. She had a beautiful little girl. So we have been so happy to be back because we get to spend all the time with her. We've actually had a couple of sleepovers already, and Dalton is obsessed with her. And well, actually we're kind of all obsessed with her, but yeah, so she had a baby. So it's super exciting to be back, to be closer to family, you know, to see that and everything, see her. And yeah, and then finally, like I said, we left Texas, moved back to Arizona, and we've been here, like, how long have we been here? We left on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday we left? Yeah, we left Wednesday. And so we've been back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we've been back 7 weeks now, and it has gone by so fast. It's so wild. But yeah, so that was my life update. I'm gonna go ahead and like kind of move on here now, and just kind of, you know, show you guys my new planner setup. So I guess this is kind of like where I've been, what planner I'm using, what planner I'm thinking about using, what happened to my commit 30, what happened to just, I guess, everything. But yeah, so like I said, because of life, you would think that, you know, having a plan, you would think that I would lean more on my planner more than anything. Oh, I'm crossing off all these days. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop there. Well, I don't have to cross off the next 2 days, that's for sure. Okay, but you would think that, you know, having my planner would be like this thing where I'm like, oh my goodness, like I need my planner more than ever. It was the total opposite for me. I was like, I can't even rack my brain around like dealing with a planner right now. I didn't want to pick anything up for the past couple of weeks. When I was inside of my Hobonichi, I was in here for a little bit. Let's see, I kind of fell off. Let's see. I basically fell off the week that we moved. So here, this is the week that we moved, and then from there, it was just like, I just didn't even gravitate to this planner. And so it's just been kind of sitting there, and I've been kind of using my phone, which is crazy because I'm not like a digital phone planner. But I just felt like, it's so weird because like it just felt like a planner was overwhelming to me at the moment. So, but like I said, now that I'm back into my routine, I have all my stuff unpacked. Well, most of my stuff unpacked. Yes, honey?
You play pretty hard in my room?
Yes, I can tell her to play pretty hard. Can you just give me a moment really quick? Okay, thank you. But now that I'm finally, you know, able to, after we unpacked everything and settled in, and now it's like I'm finally able to sit down and like actually pay attention to my planners and set it up how I want to. So now I feel like I'm in that position of like being ready to commit to a planner for a little bit. And I decided to go with the personal rings because I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a Hobonichi planner. I was talking to Monique and she was like, you better get a Hobonichi planner. So I think I'm like 95% sure that I'm gonna get one, just because like I just feel like I have to get one. So I'm kind of debating between the red Hobonichi or the baby blue Hobonichi this year. Those are the two colors that I'm gravitating to. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the red or the baby blue. And then my commit 30. So my commit 30, that fell off probably back in May. Yeah, back in May, I think it was. I kind of fell off of it and just never picked it back up. I will not be purchasing another commit 30, and it does kind of make me sad because I look at my commit 30 for 2023 and that thing is like filled to the brim. Like I loved that planner. Like that planner was like amazing, and it makes me so sad to know, you know, just to think about the fact that I'm not gonna have a whole year in one book. So I'm just, yeah, but it is what it is, you know. So yeah, so commit 30 is out for me, and I guess for now I'm just gonna focus on my personal rings. And wait to get the Hobonichi because I don't want to start the Hobonichi until December. So I'm going to kind of push it off for a little bit longer. So I'm just going to kind of mess around inside of my personal rings. And this setup that I did today, oh my gosh, guys, it is so freaking cute. It is so freaking cute. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. So who knows, maybe I might even stay in this even longer. So who knows. But yeah, so let me go ahead and do a quick planner flip through. So yeah, this is just a black pebbled Moterm planner that I've had for like the past year, I think. Yeah, a little over a year. My wonderful friend Monique actually gave this to me, so that is where I got this planner. And then in the front here, I have this super cute picture of Dalton, and he is sitting with a, well, he named him Mr. Skeleton, but he's sitting with a skeleton pillow that he got from Five Below that he had to have. And of course, I'm like, who am I to say no? So I grabbed it for him, and he like sat in the back seat with him and was like, put him right here, Mom, right next to me. And it was just so cute. So he's so happy in that picture. And I just have that picture there. So yeah. And then this one here, so this used to be on a Kinboard that I was in for like 2 seconds last year, but I love this sticker and I stuck it on there to try to like commit to using it, but it didn't stick. And every time like I went to mess with it, it made me sad because I had the sticker on there and like I just like how it looked. So I was like, you know what, I'm not using it. So I cut it off. I cut off the front cover and I just, you know, punched holes in it, and now I'm using it as my front cover. Yeah. And then on this side, just a couple of sticky notes. This was a freebie that I got like back in 2018, 19. And they're supposed to be for pocket rings, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put them inside of my personal rings because sometimes I just need scrap paper just to write something down really quick. So yeah, that's what I'm using this for. And then here I have this, what is this thing called? Kind of like a acetate, and it's just pinned down to a vellum that I've had. This was inside of a old happy planner setup, like back when I first started like in the planner community. I had a happy planner at the time. So yeah, I had this in there. So this is old, and I just cut it down to size and stuck it in here. And then this one here is from the same happy planner that I was just talking about, and I was digging around in my box that my husband took out for me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use this in here. So I stuck it in there. This side is just double-sided. And sticky notes, this is just a couple of cute little decos that I have in here. I have more of that like pocket rings paper, and then some more scrap paper. This is a like this drawing that Dalton did for me, and I still have it in here. And then here I just have a morning routine, some task reminders. This I had in this personal ring setup like last year, but I really like how it came out, so I didn't want to change it. I just stuck it back in here. The only thing that I did change out was just this sticker from our favorite coffee shop in Austin. Makes me so sad to talk about it, but this is from Summer Moon, and I just stuck it in there. And then here I do have a divider, or like, what are this called? Like a divider, I think it's called. This is from Lizzie Plans. I'm not sure if she still sells, but I had this for a while, and when I found it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going in my setup. And it just says spooky but cute, and it's holographic. And most of the stuff honestly just came from my my blue, what is that thing called, Print Pressions personal ring setup. If you actually look at a couple videos back on my channel, then you'll see like I was inside of a blue personal rings. So most of the stuff is from that same setup, just because I enjoyed it, and honestly everything was already printed, so I was like, it's just easy for me to put everything in here and just stick in this until the end of the year. So yeah, that's just the same monthlies, same vellum that I had. This one I printed from Pinterest just as a cute little dashboard. I really liked it. And then this section here is supposed to be like my bill section. So I just have some more scrap papers here, and then here's my bills when they're due. And then here is a Espresso Co. clear jelly dashboard. This is from Pinterest. This is Louise. I just think I love Bob's Burger, and Louise is my favorite. So, well, Louise and Tina are my favorite. Well, honestly, everybody in the show is my favorite, but Louise just looked like a mood because I always wear my robe and my slippers, and it just reminded me of myself. And then here, I did have some weeklies in here from the last setup, but I decided to take them out since I'm starting fresh. And I decided to print this insert to try it out. I just thought it was very nice and simple. So we're gonna see how it goes. This is from, I don't know what that says. Ellison, A-E Ellison, I'm not sure. I don't really remember. My friend actually gave this to me, so I'm just, I don't know where she got it from. So yeah, I just have like a bunch of blank weeks there, and I'll just wait until I run out to print new ones. And then here is another Espresso Co. Jelly dashboard. More sticky note, or more random papers. And then here is like my grocery section. I just have some sticky notes. And then I just have some SM Plans list paper in there. And then more scrap paper. Here is Dalton section. This is just kind of like a time schedule. We don't necessarily follow it, but it's like, I don't know, I just like to have it. And so yeah, and then here is his Navajo. Just some things that we're teaching him that I have written down. I actually need to put down in here, I wrote it inside of my weeks planner, but he's collecting some Monster Jam minis. They're like little random blind bags. So I need to write down the ones that he has, so then that way I know which one, that way we don't have to buy duplicates. So I need to write that down. And then more of those cute little Halloween papers. Here is a dashboard. This is my health section, but I do need to update this because our insurance did change because my husband did change his job. So all of this is different now, so I just need to update all of that stuff. Here is my health log. It's just going to be empty all the way until now in September, but it's okay. I'll just print a new one for the new year. We're just doing what we can with what we have. And so yeah, that is my health section. An old dashboard that I took from my last setup that I kept in here. This is just a vehicle maintenance. And yeah, actually I need to write down that I got an oil change on my car. Oil change. My husband's home from work, so my son's in there with him. 7:26. I put what car? That way we know when I got my last oil change. But yeah, here is another Espresso Co. Dashboard. Just went ahead and stuck this sticker in there. That's so cute. I got it from Michael's. And yeah, and then this is from that same, what is it called? The Happy Planner setup that I was talking about. So it was, definitely a lot wider and bigger, but I just cut it down to size. And I really love it. This, like I said, this was from back in like 2019. So I've had this for a very long time, but I just love it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick it in here. So that's what I did. I don't remember what shop I got this from too. I don't even know if they even still sell. I don't know, but it's just a digital file that I still have on my computer. So yeah, I bought that from her. On this side, I have like the Hogwarts castle. This was inside the Happy Planner setup, and I just left it. Here is my note section, and here is just basically where I have a whole bunch of scrap paper. I don't have any dailies in here just because the last time I had dailies, it didn't really work out. So I'm not even gonna print dailies or anything or mess with it. If I'm super busy that day and I just need to write stuff down, I'll just jot it down on a blank piece of paper and then go from there. And then just stick it inside of my weeklies. So then that way I know what I need to get done that day. So yeah, that is just basically all the scrap paper. This is still the same. Dalton's first time on the airplane, his ticket there, a picture of me with my coffee at Magnolia in Waco, Texas. And then here's like the sizing reference for like pocket planners, A6 personal. So I just keep this here just in case I forget. This is just an B6 insert that I've had for quite some time from Amazon. So I just went ahead and stuck it back in here just because I do like it, and I keep like random stickers that I have. And then here I just have some Post-its. Can never have enough Post-its. But yeah, so that is my current setup that I have going on. And I guess it's kind of like gonna be the end of my video just because I don't really have like much to chat about left. I do need to fill in this week as well, but there's not really much going on. So I'm just gonna kind of do it as I remember little things. And so yeah, I can actually put this down now. I can actually put down that I filmed a video. Yay for me. Hey, Delvin. Is it Wednesday? Okay, it is. Okay, thank you. I didn't remember. I'm like, I think it is Wednesday, but knowing me, I would forget and then be like, oh no, I put it on the wrong day. I have Gilmore Girls on in the background too, so let's turn it down before I get flagged for anything. So film video. I did post on Instagram too. But yeah, that's where I've been, guys. This is currently what I'm using. And I just hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll just chat with you guys in my next video. Bye.